Hello, y'all. We are back. And when I say I have an incredible grant opportunity today, I was excited when I found it. I'm excited to share this one. Just a little snippet about it. You can just have an idea. This isn't even for established business. It's somebody that's sitting in their room thinking about an idea, don't know where to start, and they will still give you a grant if you're eligible. As I've said in all the videos, if you get anything of value out of this video, if you can like the video, if you can subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment, and then share this video with other entrepreneurs that might be interested in getting financial backing for their company or with this grant for their idea. Another thing, I have started a Patreon, and in the Patreon, I post state-specific grants, nonprofit grants, business summits, access to free literature, books, etc. Right now, the cost is $10 a month. There are only 5 slots left at that price now since the last video. After that, the price goes up per tier, and the final price will be $20 a month. I'm committing to a minimum of 20 grants per month. I'm definitely going to be posting more because I get upwards of 10 to 20 grants a week, and I just don't have the time to do a walkthrough of every video. So I highly recommend, if you are interested, to go ahead. Link will be in the comment section, also the description box. And then this is a deduction for your business anyways. This is a business expense. So $10 a month, when you do your taxes, you'll recoup a percentage of that anyway. So remember, it's like getting a lottery ticket, right? You spend $1 on a lottery ticket, you might win the lottery, you might not. You spend $1 here, it's less than $1 a grant if you get it at the $10. It's $1 a grant at the $20 rate, and you might win $100,000, $500,000, depending on the grants that are being posted inside of the Patreon. And I will say right now, there's a little bit over $3 million in grant opportunities that I've posted. And there are international and global opportunities in there. So if you're not located in the US, there are opportunities posted inside of the Patreon for you. Now that I've got all that out the way, let's talk about this grant. So of course, we're going to always start with the requirements. And as I've always said, if for whatever reason you're not eligible, share it with somebody else or write it down for when you are eligible. This grant is a little bit different because it's for individuals that have ideas as well, versus if they wanted a certain number of employees or a certain revenue, then that's something that you can work your way up to. Requirements. First, dates. This grant will end the first phase. There's 3 phases. Phase 1 will end on May 26th. So that's a couple months. So you got 2 months, and the grant takes literally 5 minutes to apply. So you can do this while you're laying in the bed. It's not a heavy lift at all. Phase 2 and 3 obviously will be a bit more challenging. There's a total of 25 grants that are going to be distributed across the different categories. So phase 1 is going to end on May the 26th. Then there's going to be, phase 2. Phase 2 is going to be June 6th through the 16th. And they're going to reach out by email. Okay. Now you have 10 business days to respond to their email. So please, please, please make sure that you are using the right email address, which is something that I've always said. Make sure it's an email that you're going to check religiously. Okay. So if they're not able to get in contact with you within 10 business days, then they're going to go on to whoever they thought should have the next opportunity. Okay. So that's that piece. Phase 3, July 15th. So phase 2 is a more substantive questionnaire. Let me put that in there. So it's a more substantive questionnaire. They're going to be looking for business plans and all of those documentations. Phase 3 is going to be a telephone or video interview. And with phase 3, same thing. If they can't get in contact with you within 10 business days, then they're going to go on to the next participant, winner, right? Or not winner, selected person, because the winner will be announced August 1st. Winners will be notified. So I would say if you do phase one, you don't hear anything between June 6th and June 16th, then you're probably not making it to the second phase, but also check your spam, check everything else. Okay, now we got the 3 categories. First category is almost business, person, company, etc. This is for individuals that are in the idea phase, okay? You haven't incorporated your business, you haven't done anything. So let's say right now I want to start a nail company or something. I've done nothing, right? But that's my idea. Might not work for this, but we'll get to that point of how we could finesse and make it work. Second phase is for new business owners. So that's 0 to 3 years of experience. So if you have, launched and it's 6 months, so that's still your startup phase, new entrepreneurs, etc. Experience is the third group of individuals that will get a grant potentially. And that's somebody that has 3 or more years of experience. Now, they must be home service business. Okay, so this is for everyone that has like a cleaning company, you paint homes, you do landscaping, construction. So if you're a general contractor, if you're a plumber, I don't know if I've already said that, anything that's servicing the home. And it could be, let's say you have a mobile car wash. So you go to the home to provide a service. So that takes us back to if I wanted to start some type of nail business. Let's say I did in-home nails for people. I was a traveling nail tech or a traveling masseuse. So these are your industries that are coming to somebody's home to provide a service. And I think this is one of those categories that sometimes is overlooked. So I am extremely excited for this grant opportunity because I get a lot of requests for cleaning companies or anybody that's providing a service. So just think through what your company is, or even what your idea is. So if you've ever had an idea for a mobile business that doesn't exist, this is your opportunity to potentially get a grant. There's also 4 different, I'm not going to call them categories, but I'm going to say visions. So they have 4 different visions that they want to make sure that even if you're providing a home service, that you also fit into one of their visions. One of it is, does your business keep home offices safe, home or office safe, etc. The second one is, are you striving for high standards in your business? The third one is, you're helping hardworking people build meaningful careers. And then the final one is that you're giving back to your community in some capacity. So with a lot of the previous grants that I've posted, they really want to see that community involvement. I do see the comments, but I want to try to get through all of this. And then I'm going to go through the comments and then circle back, just so you don't think that I'm not paying attention to it, but I have a lot of details for this grant. Now we have to get into the winners and the dollar amounts because it's broken down per group. So there's 3 groups. So our first group is, I have an idea, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's going to be a total of 5 grants for this category. And then all this is equal to 25 grants. 4 individuals will get $2,500. 1 individual will get $5,000. So that's, you don't have your business. For the new business, so 0 to 3 years, there's going to be 12 grants for that group. You're going to have 7 $5,000 grants, 4 $7,500 grants, and then 1 $10,000 grant. Then for your experience group, you're going to have 8 grants. You're going to have 3 $5,000 grants, 4 $7,500 grants, and then 4 $15,000 grants. So it's clear that they're going to give more funding to the established business, which makes sense, right? They've been in business for over 3 years. It shows that it's sustainable. And then you might have an idea and there's not this guarantee that it's going to be successful, because most businesses don't turn a profit until year 3. And then some people just stop their business because they're no longer interested in it. But I do think having the potential to get $2,500 or $5,000 and you're in the idea stage is a lot of money, because that could just do like getting your LLC and getting your products, if that's what it's going to be, whatever it is. But remember, it has to be some type of service being provided to home or office. With all of that, I'm going to pull up the grant. Like I said, the grant is going to be pretty simple. It's 5 minutes, and I've already put the information in there. Oh, also one key thing, if for whatever reason that they feel like you are not representing yourself, their brand in a professional manner, they will make you ineligible for the funds. So if you got some sketchy Facebook posts, if you got some sketchy anything that's public, clean up your social media, clean up all of that, because they're gonna potentially look for that, because I don't know how else they would know that you don't have the most professional social media presence. So let me share my screen. Hopefully it works. If you're getting anything right now, if you can please like the video, subscribe, comment, share, check out the Patreon. It's 5 slots, $10, which isn't a lot of money. All right, I think it is going to work because I see it. All right. So the grant is, the website is jobbergrants.com. I'm waiting on it to pull up. I don't know why it's taking a while. But while that does that, I'm gonna look at the comments and hopefully we get what we need. Oh, well, it came up, y'all. So let me go back to the top of the page. So jobbergrants.com, this is the website for the grant. They have a quick video. This video actually will discuss what I mentioned. And it looks like it, okay, it is sharing. The video is probably 5 minutes, but all of the details that I got actually came from the rules that's at the end of the grant application. So we're going to go ahead and apply now and look through my answers. And then it will also show you the statements that they have in here that they're looking for. Hey, Alter Ego, you are welcome. The Patreon, I am going to post a link, and I don't know, let's see if I can put it in the comments, because I don't know if it goes to, I don't know how that works, honestly. I always just put it in the comment section for the different videos. Mr. Credit, oh no, My Credit Diversity. Thank you for sharing it with everyone. Is there a certain amount that you can apply for when it comes to grants with various companies? That part, I'm not understanding the question. Gospel Glam Cosmetics, if you can just clarify a little bit about certain amount that you can apply for. Because with the grants, you don't put a dollar amount in this grant. They actually determine what amount you're going to get based on the different categories that they have. A mobile notary, I'm not sure, because that's not necessarily, you're not really providing a home service. You're welcome, Ms. Moore. The name is jobbergrants.com. For that, I'm going to try to find my link to the Patreon, because all this stuff is new to me, y'all, in order for me to provide the content. But I definitely have information in there right now. So here, this is, like I said, you don't even have to have a business. So this says that you currently own or plan to start a home service business. So you don't have to be doing anything right now, right? You could be thinking about how I'm going to do something, and then you apply for this grant. Do you reside in the US or Canada, excluding Quebec? Yes. And then here's the industries. That's what I was saying, like handyman, HVAC, landscaping, plumbing, property maintenance, cleaning, tree care, contracting, construction, and then other is an option as well. So like I said, if you have a mobile car wash, and the only reason I keep mentioning that one is because I saw a photo of that one on their website. I just put a link to the Patreon in the comment section if you want to utilize that. I don't know how many are left. The last time I checked, there were 5 left for the $10, and then it'll go up $15, $20 after that. All right, and then your grant category, almost entrepreneur, new business owner experience, as we've already discussed what those are. Pre, you have an idea, you've been in business, it's over 3 years as the experienced person. And then you got to tell them about the business that you're starting. Again, y'all, only 1,250 characters. So you cannot give them a book. You need to be concise, because remember, this is just phase 1. So you need to talk about something that is going to pique their interest and want them and make them want to talk to you again in that second phase. And in that second phase, they are going to want to see business plans, things like that. I doubt, let me not say that. They're probably even going to want to see it, especially if you have a pre-business idea and you haven't started anything. So right now, I would start working on your business plan. And there is a sample business plan inside of my group, my Facebook group, Money Time. There will be a link in the description box. Because I'm live, the description box isn't going to populate until I'm off of the live video. But if you go to any of my older videos, all of that is in the description box, the Facebook group, the Patreon, some other things in case you're trying to figure out other ideas of starting a business. I have information about starting an ebook business as well as drop shipping that's in the description. So you can look at that. But again, so the only reason they're asking me this question about the business that I'm starting is because I said I don't have a business idea. And I'm guessing, let's see if we select something else, it'll be a different question, right? So tell us about your business. And it might be the same if we're going to select. Yeah. So the other one is what you're going to start. And this is just telling them about your business. That's that elevator pitch that we've discussed multiple times in multiple videos, where at this point, you should have it where you can copy and paste inside of these grants. Because like I said, my goal is always to find grants that you don't need to get a grant writer to write you something for. I am going to have a grant writer coming onto the channel because I am posting more nonprofit grants, and you definitely would want a grant writer for that. And that is her specialty. And when I tell you, she gets people the money, she gets people the money. So I'm gonna have to type something again only because I changed my first answer. So here's the 4, as I said, visions that they have. And it's your services, and whatever you pick, that's going to be the question that you're going to have to answer in the next one. So let's say hardworking people build meaningful careers, right? So let's see, you hire and mentor. Of course, you're going to give them more than that. So maybe you're hiring individuals. It could be, you're hiring individuals that can't get employment, right? You're hiring people that are fresh out of prison, or you're hiring people with no experience and you're providing them with that experience, because it is very difficult getting that first job, just as it is hard to leave prison and then try to find a job. So you're giving these individuals access to a meaningful career through your business. And then they're going to get your contact information. Like I said, this is so simple. Your name, and then I know they're going to ask you for your email address, your business name. And obviously, if you have an idea, it's just going to be what you're thinking the name is going to be. If you end up getting an interview with them, you could tell them, like, I'm still in that brainstorming phase. I don't know what I want to call it yet, but I definitely have the vision of what the business is going to do and how it plans to serve the community. Phone number, email address, and then you have to do that twice to make sure, because remember, If they email you and you do not respond within 10 business days, they are not going to keep trying to contact you. They're going to go on to the next individuals that are on that list. Your city, state, and then they're asking you if you can let them know, how did you hear about them? Of course, I said I would participate in that question. And they have a ton of options. I selected YouTube. Please select YouTube if you apply for this grant. This is the first grant that's actually requested the channel that you found the grant on. So that was exciting for me since, I'm doing the YouTube thing. And then you put another YouTube account. And then, of course, Money Time with Ebony Dion Esquire. And then here, you're going to read the rules. You're going to look at the privacy policy. Then you're going to submit. Remember, this is phase 1. Be creative in what you communicate with them, because their goal and your goal is to pique their interest and then have the opportunity to get potentially $15,000 if you're an established business, but $5,000 or $2,500 for an idea is a lot of money. And there's not a lot of grants out here for people that just have an idea in their head and they don't know exactly how they're going to move forward, or they don't have access to a lot of the capital that's out there that's typically for a business that has at least been operating for 6 months. So I think, like I said, I'm excited about this one. If there are not any questions, if there's not any comments, this is pretty much all I have for this video. So again, if you can like the video, if you got anything of value, please share the video, comment, all of these things, the likes and the comments, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And then subscribe to the channel, because I'm actually going to be going live in the next 15 minutes. And we're going to be talking about social media marketing. So we're going to be talking about hashtags to different platforms, how you can be successful, how you can get sales, how you can get clients and customers, etc. So if you don't have anything going on, stick around and wait for the next live. But if there is nothing else, I am going to log off, and I want you all to enjoy the rest of your day and be on the lookout for my next videos. Talk to y'all later.